Alright, we should be live. Microphone looks good, window capture, all that stuff. Alright, we're back, and we're gonna draft Modern Horizons 3. This is the last of the draft tokens from the store, but I feel like we've made pretty good use of them so far. Aside from the first one. First one was a bit mediocre. The other ones, though, have all been pretty good, so... Alright, well, I think it's still worth money, but we're on Arena, so that doesn't really matter. We do have Tamtam's husband and Nashi's dad, and he is a pretty ridiculous card, honestly. So I'm very inclined to take him. Hopeender Quaddle is fine. Phyrexian Ironworks is decent in an energy deck. With the fetch lands, this thing can really pop off. There's decent removal spells, but yeah, I think Mr. Tamtam's here is one of the better pickups, not the best pickup in that pack. Alright, so if I want to take a card that goes with him, I'm kind of roped into, like, Hopeender Quaddle or something. If I just want to take a strong card, I think the Etch-Slith has the most upside. If you get this thing down on turn 2 on the play, it's nearly impossible to stop it. They have to spend, like, a premium removal spell usually to kill this thing. This thing just runs away with games. So I think that's going to be the take here. Like, the Quaddle's fine. It's a flash Windrake that, if it ever counters a spell, it's just the best feeling ever. And it's early enough in the format where that might happen, but I think I'm going to take the Slith and see where we wind up. Well, if I took the Slith... probably take the Marionette Apprentice to follow it up with. Bedded Gargantua is fine. Colossal Dreadmask has been really strong. Zealot's fine to go with Tamiyo's husband, but... Genku. I'm just gonna keep calling him Tamiyo's husband, or Nashu's dad. They both came before him, and I'm terrible with names. There's also an Esper... landscape down there, which is super tempting, but... Alright, maybe we wind up... black-red artifact aggro, potentially. None of these are the best for that, though. From the graveyard to the battlefield is not bad. There's a Nightshade Dryad, which is fine. Accursed Marauder is certainly playable. Wonder if I just want the Dryad. Dryad's just super solid, goes in... Well, you have to be green, but fixes for everything else. And is just such an efficient mana dork. Well... It'd still take... Oh no, that's the black-green-blue one now. So not as helpful for... casting Mr. Tamtam's. Scurrilous Sentry. Scurrilous? Scurrilous Sentry. A decent aggro creature. Colossal Dreadmask is always strong. I guess we're taking the Colossal Dreadmask. I'm a little sad. I was looking forward to playing with this guy, but I don't think the cards have been here for that. Well, there's a Fel the Profane to make me happy that I've been taking all these black cards, at least. Like, he's not completely off the table, but he's basically off the table at this point. Some blue-black stuff. And a Drossclaw. Drossclaw is less good in black-green. It does still care about modified creatures, though, so it's not unplayable. But I think it's a lot stronger in black-red. Horrid Shadow Spinner is good for looting. but we're not the draw 3 archetype, so it's best there either. I guess I'll take the Dreadclaw or the Dross Claw. Blue, black, red. Alright, we'll take the Transmogrant. I don't think we're going to wheel the 2-1. Oh. We did, however, wheel multiple black cards out of this pack, including the Wither and Bloom. Like, all of these are fine. This one's playable, if not great, so... There's a good sign that we are in the right color by taking all the black cards, at least. Dream Drinker... Got Jund and... whatever, the Delve color, Sultai. I think I'm okay just taking Dream Drinker. Another Colossal Dreadmask, which would be fine, but I think I just want the Fetid Gargantua since I already have one Dreadmask. Yeah, let's move Mr. Tam-Tams down, since we are almost definitely not running him anymore. I don't think. I don't know what I would have to get to jam this white-blue card into my nearly mono-black, black-green deck. I am nearly mono-black. I can take things in other colors. Like, if I see some good red aggro cards or something, I could grab them. Or, and I'm just throwing it out there, I can take Path of Annihilation, because that card is dumb. Yeah, there is literally no mono-black card for me in my mostly black deck. None of these get black mana, so that's kind of rough. And Path of Annihilation is just incredibly strong, making the dudes and making them tap for mana is a huge ramp spell, plus... Does it have to be colorless 7-drop creatures? Just creature spells, so our big guys, if we get them, can gain us 4 life also. And if I wanted red, I'm losing out on Ashling, who is a 4-mana 4/4 and double red, and requires me to cast instants and sorcery, so yeah, I think we just take the thing there. Oh, there's a Cursed Wombat now, which is one of Black-Green's stronger creatures. We don't really have much Adapt, or, we have Fabricate off of this, so that can get a counter. We have the Dream Drinker, Transmogrant gets counters. Put one counter on with Wither and Bloom, and the Fetid Gargantua. Alright, so we're not, like, beat for 1/1 counters, but we're not doing a great job on it. Also a bit tempting, but I don't currently have the colorless sources to support a colorless plus green 3-drop. Alright, Flare of Malice. We did pass the other Scurrilous before. And Connive looks a lot like... Connive was already okay on the Menace dude. It looks a lot better when we have more 1/1 counters matters things. There's also Propagator Drone, though, which can get 1/1 counters on all of my creatures by having them evolve. That's super tempting. The Flare is definitely playable. Like, if the Flare wheeled, I would take it, but I think I want more early aggro creatures. Take a Breather last. Writhing Chrysalis. This is the most absurd common. This thing should not have been a common, I don't think. Basking Brood-Scale and Temperamental Oozewag, both really strong, but the number of games I have nearly lost because my opponent resolved, like, an aggressive 2-drop creature that just would not stop. I have a lot of decent creatures to get back versus just relentlessly growing our army while constantly attacking. And another Feral Gargantua, but I think one is good enough for right now. If we don't have anything else in the pack, I'll pick up another. Kind of like the Dreadmask. I don't want to overload on the bigger ones. I guess my first Evolving Witness is better than my first Ooze. Second Marionette Master. Oh, no, never mind. That's the Emperor of Bones. I'm sorry, Marionette Master, or Marionette Apprentice. Even if you were the Master, I think I'm slightly more inclined towards the Emperor here. Because this guy gets really out of hand really quickly. Yeah, 2 mana 2/2 adapts for 2 into a 4/4, and then just erases our opponents from existence. I mean, that's annoying. I think we take the Fleshraker in case I get more colorless guys. Like, none of these are good. If this got black and green, I would take that over the Fleshraker, but it's also possible I'm supposed to take the Chrysalis. Chrysalis might even be better here. Chrysalis is so dumb. That's a Jund land now. And Scurrilous, pick 8. Yeah, I should probably grab Scurrilous now. It is tempting, though, to grab the Jund land, now that I have Chrysalis in the sideboard. We will take this over the nothing that this pack is. There's a Jund land. Also, Repurposer with Propagator Drone is not terrible. Yeah, okay. I don't realistically think I'm splashing for 1 Writhing Chrysalis, so... It's 2 Scurrilous... Ooh, we got the Oozewag back. That's actually a decent pickup for what we're doing. Giving all of my creatures Trample is just such a huge game. Don't think we need a second Gravedigg, but maybe... Alright, so we got the 6/6 for 4, but we don't really have the colorless sources to stop our opponents from cheating Eldrazi into play or something. So I'm a little inclined... Yeah, that one's really hard to pull off if you're not very heavy black consistently. So I think just one of the Accursed Marauders is fine. We already have 1 Transmogrant, plus, worst case, it can sack to itself to take out our opponent's bigger creatures. Assuming they don't have a bunch of little non-tokens running around. Another Propagator Drone or a Refurbished Familiar. I think the Propagator Drone, just because it has ways to get 1/1 counters onto my creatures. There's also, what's her name? The Corgi, who is just insane, but, you know, splashing for a white card here. I mean, if I'm already making token creatures, Chilgengar is potentially insane, so yeah. Yeah, I think it's Chilgengar over Eldrazi Repurposer. Alright, my top end is secured. I just need some more early plays and removal if we can get them. Which, this is both. Also, I've had 3 Chrysalises somehow in this draft where I was black-green. Ooh, there's also a removal spell in the Bridgeworks battle that's a land. I'm down for that. I'm down for a removal spell that I can play as a land if I need it. More early game. There's also Collective Resistance, which is not terrible. There are plenty of artifacts and enchantments in this set worth killing. Not the least of which is Colossal Dreadmask. But this one has better synergy with what I'm doing. Second Oozewag. Yeah, second Oozewag. Oh, that's my second Etchslith now over another Dream Drinker. So we do have the potential to just get completely out of hand with this guy. So seems good. I could take this towards gem count, but honestly, having a land that's secretly also a 3/1 that exiles my opponent's graveyard when they have, like, Transmogrant or the Nethergoyf or reanimation spells of any kind. I'm probably not running the second evolution witness either, so maybe just a kudo towards getting 4 kudos then. So kudos for me. And please don't unfollow. I'm sorry. I promise I don't do that very often. Yeah, I'll take the familiar. Not running any of these. We'll take the common. I don't need another drone claw. For the purposes of set completion, we will take the uncommons. Even though we only get gems if we can build up a full set of any given rare or mythic. Still helps to have the full set in case you need any of the cards from it for any reason. Alright, let's see what we actually have. So we can go down a swamp and a forest and count the Bridgework Battle and the Boggart as a swamp and a forest, or forest and a swamp respectively. We only need 4 more cuts. My 2-drop slot seems a little bit stacked. I think I have room to cut one of them and possibly a swamp. Like, 1 or 2 of these and a swamp just because I have so many 2s. I don't know if I need both sentries and both Oozwags. Like, having 1 sentry is really good because it's an evasive growing threat. Having 2 of them, though, is hard to feed them properly because you want to hold on to the spells and not discard lands to them, unless that's actually going to be the biggest help. So maybe we go down 1 of them. I suppose with Wither... Oh, we probably don't need the Grave Dig, honestly. We have Evolutionary Witness to get back one of our creatures, or one of our other cards. It's only mediocre. I was going to say we might be able to lose the Accursed Marauder also. I'm wondering if I can go down a swamp, but that seems a bit excessive. I do still want to be able to cast Shilgengar, and I need triple black to activate him too, since I'm not black-white. Maybe 1 more of the 2-drops. I guess it would be Dream Drinker at that point. Like, I don't want to lose the Propagators, which would give my Eldrazi spawn 2 instances of Evolve. Which, with the Wombat, would be kind of hard to pull off, because the Wombat will put an additional counter on, so the creature has to be huge. Because otherwise the spawns will be 2/3 after the first instance of Evolve is done resolving, so the thing has to have 3 power or 4 toughness, which we have a few, but not many. But if we didn't have this out, then it would be about the same thing. They would get 1 counter and be 1/2s, and then probably evolve again. Yeah, maybe it's just the Dream Drinker. Like 1 of them. Alright. Oh, actually, you know what? No, get rid of the Drossclaw. Give me back the Dream Drinker, because the Drossclaw is essentially just a creature anyway. That I can move around the +1/+1 from it, but the initial creature is not that impressive. And I'm not benefiting from modified, I'm benefiting from 1/1 counters specifically, so. Alright, we tried taking Tamtam's husband, and we saw amazing black cards for the rest of the draft, so this is where we wound up. Tamtams might have gotten married to him, but I did not. Yeah, that's my second time doing that. I'm sorry for the bad puns. Unless you found them entertaining, in which case you're welcome. Yeah, nope, seems fine. I have 4 mana sources. The fact that it's not 2 and 2 is a little rough, but we'll eventually find another swamp, and in the meantime, I have my 2-drop creature that will keep me going. Yeah, let's get him down first. We could get her down first, because she attacks better. Like, if they play a 2-2, like, they crack their fetch land here, play a land, play a 2-2, I'm not going to be able to comfortably attack with the Propagator Drone, but... I might still do it anyway, depending on what their 2-drop is. Alright, well, fortunately that's very easy to attack into. Give combat exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard, so I can exile their land. I kind of want the Marionette Master online first, though, I think. Or Apprentice, rather, so that way if my things start dying, I deal damage to my opponent. Yeah, I think we'll spread it out. Also, we have the Propagator Drone, so the token can... I wasn't even thinking that. It's not just the Eldrazi spawn, it is my tokens have evolved. So, when I play out the Emperor next turn, my 1/1 will actually become a 2/2 here. I know, by all means, attack your 1/1 into my 1/2 for some reason. The other option is to make another 0/1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 5, so I could potentially... I could either cast the Gargantua next turn without a land, or hit a land and cast Dreadmask. Unfortunately, the 0/0 will have the equipment attached, so it can never evolve, but... that's neither here nor there, I suppose. Is that better than playing out the Emperor here? It probably is. The Emperor's not doing much by himself. So... if we make the 0/1, though, we can definitely cast the Gargantua. If we hit a land, we can cast the Gargantua and evolve both of the tokens, so... I think that's alright. Like, there's nothing super negative happening right now that we need to worry about, so... Plus, having all my mana up means I have to worry about trying to adapt the Hydra Trainer for me to, like, Last Breath it or something. Or not Last Breath, Wither and Bloom. Wither and Bloom is the one. Breathe Your Last is in my hand. Wither and Bloom is the card that we need to be worried about here. Okay. Yeah, that happens. Doesn't need to tap to make his dude, so... yeah, let's take 3. Okay, make my 0/1. Draw my land. And it's way better than nothing here. Unfortunately, if they have something like the 1 mana punch a dude, if you have an Eldrazi gain 3 life, we're going to be in rough shape. Well, they're looking at the Gargantua. They start looking at their Petrified Meddler. Ah, Demon Inferior. Yeah, if there's not a swamp, like, right here, I don't think I can afford to draw him again, so I think he's got to go away. We can just cast the Colossal Dreadmask next turn. Or I can double block this, because I'm assuming they're going to kill the 2/2 over the 1/2 here. Or they can kill everything and keep their guy. Yeah, that works too. Oh, we did draw land, so we do get to slam this now. Then we can trade the token off for the 4/4 Death Touch if it gets rowdy and move the equipment over. So. Would be nice if we hit another swamp so we could play the Emperor and move the equipment around. Alright, was that weird, like, bird caw noise for the land? Because I don't think I've noticed the land making those sounds. But yeah, I have no problem effectively trading a 0/0 for their 4/4. And draining them one. So they can upgrade to a 3-drop, a 6-drop, or a 1-drop. Or they can choose to do nothing. They're going to upgrade to a 3-drop. Their 3-drop is... Well, they didn't cast that, so it doesn't get its cool effect. Yeah, that's a cast trigger. You do not actually get that. And we did draw the swamp. Okay, so... Yeah, let's give her some fancy new faces. And get my Emperor of Bones down pre-combat so we can eat their Hydra Tamer. Or their Eldrazi. I guess I eat the Repurposer first because I would rather make that one. Because then I get the 0/1 when it dies. Or does it just get exiled? Yeah, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. So, unless the finality counter exiles it. 4, 5, 6, 7. They don't have good blocks. And losing another one of my creatures drains them a life. Yeah, okay. I'm fine with putting pressure on them. I was gonna say it tramples, so blocking with the drone doesn't help them much. Finality counter. If a permanent with a finality counter, I would be... Oh, it's exiled instead, so yeah, I wouldn't even get the token then. I was hoping I would get the token so that way I could evolve the token later, but... Yeah, they don't have good attacks. They might be able to upgrade into a 4-drop, or again, a 6-drop here. But it's really going to depend on what it is, whether or not that's actually even a good thing for them. The important thing is they can't hit that stupid 8/4 that's protection or hexproof from all colors. If I adopt, I get a 3/3. It doesn't die, so I don't drain them one. If I kill, like, their biggest guy, they can still go block, and take 7, go to 1. Oh, but I'd lose one of my creatures, so that would actually kill them there. Alright. Yeah. And they figured that out. Okay. There was always the chance that they had something, though. And if they were able to interact with my big tramply guy, it would have been bad, because they would have been able to eat the Lord of Bones. And then I'd have to move the mask over to my other creature and give them a chance to draw another thing to get out of it, but... Hooray! We won the first game. That is a lot of black sources in my hand for exactly one black spell that I could cast without drawing more land. I am on the draw. I am super tempted to keep this because if I can do the Propagator Drone plus the Marionette Master, we get to evolve the tokens. Yeah, I am going to need to draw a forest real bad here, though. Okay, I'm the best at Magic ever, and we can move on. Because now I get to go Nightshade Dryad, hopefully untap into Propagator Drone, Propagator Drone and Marionette Master. Actually, Marionette Master, then Propagator Drone, because the drone will trigger the... Like, they will have the ability once he hits the battlefield. Well, that's gotta die. First opportunity. Is Battle at the Bridge a punch or a fight? It is a fight, so I do have to be careful. This thing costs 4 mana to adapt. I might legit just punch it out next turn if I have a clear hit on it. Like if they just play a creature here. Because that thing's super dangerous. Yep. And unfortunately that killed my Death Toucher and set me back a mana, so that ruined literally everything I was doing here. Literally everything. Oh my god, that was the worst. Also, I probably need to play the Bog Trawler as a land this turn. That was a mistake. Because now if I don't draw an untapped land, I can only single... Actually, the Bog Trawler, maybe I need the... Because I do need double green if I'm gonna, like, Propagator Drone here. Even though it wouldn't grow the other one. Like, the second one won't grow the 1/1 token. Yeah, that's also not great for me. Or if I need to just chump then, drain them one, stall them a little bit. If I can get in for damage with my other guys, I might need to do that here. Like, the 1/1 is not ramping me mana or anything, and growing it to a 2-power creature isn't going to save me, but buying myself 4 life back seems alright. So if they have Gift of the Viper, they just get to eat Marionette Apprentice here, but I think I'd rather them use it on that than on one of my other creatures. Alright, next turn if we draw an untapped land, we can play the Boggart plus the Propagator Drone. And then ideally we just keep making 0/1s and chumping their giant angry monster forever. Surely that thing won't be a problem. Surely. Yep. And it would grow to a 5/5 if they ate the Hydra Master, which is still probably good enough for them, so... Yeah, this is all kinds of bad. Yeah, I don't see us winning this game because they had the punch for my Death Toucher on turn 2, and they were on the play. Maybe if I had been on the play, we might have been able to pull this one off, but... The Signature Slam and instant it is. I might not have even been able to do that then. Alright. That's a sorcery, which is frustrating. Hit them for 5. Down to 13. Alright, play the drone. Play the trawler, exile their graveyard. For what little that's worth. Going to adapt. That's 3, 4, 5 counters now for the bonus from the thing. Does it give trample? No. Okay, so I can still just chump block whatever they put the bonus onto. So if they bother to exert the Hydra Trainer, for example... We do have to block this turn if they crew that thing and attack with both. I think it'll land. Oh, are they gonna do shenanigans with them moving the counter off of the one guy onto the other so they actually get 2 counters at sorcery speed? Or are they punching again? They're punching again. Alright, drain them 1, but unfortunately we're still at 9, so it's still lethal if we don't block here. And putting me down the 2 creatures is probably going to be good enough here. That's true. I can't even block the 3-1. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's actually just lethal then. Yeah, I can only block the 6-6 because they got 1 more counter from the other, from moving the counters around. It effectively gave them 2 counters. So how it works is, in order to move the counter, you have to remove the counter from the one creature and add a counter to the other, which the Wombat does see as putting a counter on a creature, and therefore increases the number of counters that it gets. So by moving 1 counter off the one creature, they effectively gave themselves an additional counter on board, which then pumped up the Dreadmobile, the extra point of damage, and it has Menace, so... I did forget it had Menace. I was thinking it did something else besides growing with the counters, but... that's okay. I wasn't planning on blocking it anyway until it was actually lethal, and since they killed my guy and did that in the same turn, couldn't really do it anyway. Yeah, if I could have not lost my one guy and gotten away with a single block, there was a world where we actually win that because of the drains from my creatures dying. Unfortunately, we didn't live in that world. Opponent goes first. Why? Why can't I go first with Etchslith in my hand? Jerk. I want to be the one that attacks with Etchslith on turn 2 before they've even had a chance to play a second creature and just starts growing it forever. I think it's very rude of you to not have allowed me to do that, Magic Arena. Alright. Yeah, they're not blocking. I'm not blocking, at least not with this one. So... but they don't have anything to proliferate. A few different options. I can just jam with it because blocking is terrible for them here. They're probably going to anyway because that's why they did that. And I'm just going to wind up trading with the 3-1. Okay. Yeah, they were worried that I might have been doing the thing. Alright, so since that worked out so well, we're going to be mana efficient and play the 3-3. Next turn we can play 2 creatures out. We'll just jam with this one. It still eats both of their guys if they block here. Or they could have a 1-4, I guess. That's pretty neat. Alright, fine. So they're gonna get to kill my guy. Unless they don't block, because I got priority there. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting priority because of the drone, but... play out the swamp. If we had been on the... I wonder if we had been on the play, if they would have felt forced to make the double block initially that they had set up. That one turn where I just assumed they were going to and they didn't because it would be so bad for them if I had anything. Okay. Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty tempting just to keep them from being able to draw extra cards off Deep Analysis. Like, I don't super need to get their Drake out of their graveyard. But I could still cast them and do that, so... play the Propagator Drone first, that evolves the 0-1 token. Then we play the Lord of Bones next, that evolves him again, and we can eat the... the Deep Analysis first so they can't draw off of it. They can trade with one of these and kill the other one, and that's fine. Be a 3-2. And we can adapt him if they block with, like, the 1-4. But I have to... oh, no, I don't have to sack the thing. He's only 2 mana. Okay. Nope, that's fine. We'll swing with all those, see how they want to block. Yeah, if they don't put the 3-1 on him, then I just get to adapt him. And he lives, and I gain 3 life. Okay. So it's pretty much the same damage they would have been taking anyway, except they don't have the option to double block him pre-combat, unless they really wanted to. I guess I gave them the option to trade that guy straight up for him, but they had that option anyway. And do I exile it? Begin the next end step. So if I do steal their 3-1, are they going for the 0-12? They went for the 2-5. Okay. Alright, we'll just get rid of him then. What benefit if I bounce? None, really? Other than that I can reset the Lord of Bones, but I have to do that before he gets to deal damage. So... yeah, I probably just want the 3-3 flyer then. I would need to adapt before I went to attackers. Alright, fine then. We just rumble with everybody. And yeah, they have no good blocks, so... Yeah, I had to hold full control to make sure I actually got to put their guy into play there. Because I let the ability resolve, and it didn't give me another option to activate him. So yeah, I need to hold full control, let his trigger resolve, and then evolve him, or adapt him, rather. Ah, cool. They can only take my lifelink guy or my... Yep. Hooray, I got rewarded for Magic Arena skipping over my thing. Well, yeah, it's pretty much no wrong way to kill our opponent now. 3/3 flyer. They block the 4/4, they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. So, even without being on the play and not getting to do the really cool thing where the Slith just constantly grows out of range of everything they're doing for the entire game, we still got there. I go first. I mean, I have a turn 2 Curse Wombat, or a turn 2 Nightshade Dryad, and a turn 3 Curse Wombat. Yeah, I'm gonna find it really hard to play Fel the Profane as a land here. Maybe Bridge Battle. And a lot less likely now. Alright, go get him, Curse Wombat. I don't know. What sound do you think a Curse Wombat makes? Is it just like the echoes of your dead parents telling you how much they're disappointed in you? Because it is a nightmarish creature. That might be what it sounds like. Enjoy that thought now. Some of you are like, but my parents are still alive. Yeah, so's my mom, but this thing is still going to sound like your dead parents, and it's a nightmare, so logic is completely out the window. I don't know what you want out of it. It's a wombat from your nightmares. Hi, Etchlith. I might just punch you out on principle here. Don't take it too personally. Yeah, honestly, that thing just... And I have the +1/+1 counters matters deck, so... Oh, if they actually have the stupid flare, I'm gonna be so annoyed. They do, because nothing else is giving them priority here. Are you kidding me? Sure. So it's a 2 for 2, but God, does that suck. I did it pre-combat because it's +2 damage, so it would be absolutely insane to assume just, you know, oh no, they definitely have flare and I'm going to pass here so that way I don't miss out on 2 damage first. Like, no. No, that's stupid. You lose way more games of Magic if you do that. But the Arena Tell kicked in as soon as I cast it, and it's just like, oh my god, it's Flare of Malice. But in paper, or without the very obvious Arena Tell, I'm not skipping out there. Alright, opponent, I need you to chill with making me sacrifice my dudes here. It's not cool. So, they have this, but it's a hybrid. So, they could just be black-red with this splashing for, like, this giving them more black mana. Yeah, it looks like they're probably just black-red then. No, seriously, if you could stop, that'd be great. Jesus. Calm down. Calm down with your 95 removal spells over there. Well, you can't Curse Marauder this one. So they're going to do something else annoying to it instead. Opponent doesn't like that I put the thought of what the Cursed Wombat sounds like into their head now. They're like, no, I love my mom and my dad. Please don't make me be haunted by their dead voices. That's terrifying. Oh, slay your wombat, and you for that. Terrific. Alright, so... So I can kill the original one by getting back the Accursed Marauder here. And sacrificing their Accursed Marauder. And my, like their... Oh! Okay, well that was great. I meant to get that back first, then adapt him. But I'm an idiot, so moving on. Good job, me. Is it better or worse to just attack them now and get their thing off the board? I think it's better. I think it's still better to attack them here and trade for their 3/3. But yeah, I meant to kill their guy first and then trade with the Death Toucher, the token left over afterwards. Oh my god, that was so bad. I'm like, and then I'm going to adapt him, which I did. Which I did before I had the Accursed Marauder on him. I'm acting like adapting him puts the Cursed Marauder directly from their graveyard into play. I have to wait until he's eaten it first. Then adapt him. Oh my god. It's okay, I'm just really stupid. I am so mad at myself right now for doing that. It's like, I'm explaining how I'm going to do it, and then I skipped a step, and then I'm confused why I have all these extra parts still in the bag, and why my barbecue doesn't look right. And for good measure, we killed my other creature. Hooray! Well, the cherry on top is if they just revive their other stupid creature here. Like, because I killed their thing and then lost my guy, I don't even get to eat their worm coil larva anymore. If they just have, like, anything that gets it back. Oh my god, they have Layla. Jesus Christ. Oh, good. I'm going to kill Layla, and then they're going to play Party Thresh. No, this is a whole pile of I'm really freaking dead here. Like, I didn't do myself any favors at all, but by not killing the worm larva the easier way, and then possibly being down the 1/2 Death Touch now. Like, I really have to kill the Layla. I really have to kill the Party Thrasher at some point in time. I don't have the extra black mana I need to cast my other spell this turn, or enough mana to equip my guy. Like, everything is awful here. Him. Discard a land, get 2 spells. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the 1/4 Death Touch is going to be mildly problematic on this board. Especially since it just kills me in a turn or two. And they have a Dreadmobile. Yeah, so I probably wasn't winning this game, just based on everything that has happened to me so far since the previous turn, but my god, did I not do myself any favors. Yeah, I'm just excruciatingly dead here. They activate this idiot, drain me 2, I go to 5. If they hit a creature they can crew the Dreadmobile with, that's cheap enough. They did not. Okay. That's helpful at least, but yeah. I think I'm like 0% to win this game with like plus or minus 0.001. I might actually be so far down that I'm actually in the negatives here. You'll get a removal spell for my 7/7, most likely. They don't have a removal for the 7/7. They give the Etchslith -3/-3. I'm going to assume they have a Breathe Your Last or something they can go get. Okay, no, they did not, so it is Wither and Bloom to kill the Slith here. Alright. I was going to say, what do they attack with now? Because this guy comes back tapped, so... yeah, this isn't looking great. I can't block the Menace Dude either, so... so they send with everybody... that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm actually required to block the Lifelinker here. To not be dead. Oh, that's slightly better for me if they don't even send the Lifelinker then. Because then I can block the Drain guy. So I'm going to take 4 most likely. Because I can't block the Menace Dude. I was going to say, and they won't sack the other guy. Unfortunately, yeah, I was going to say there's nothing I can draw here that's going to get me out of this. Yeah, they had so many good draws in a row that I don't think I could have won, but god did I make sure I couldn't win by messing up the sequencing there. Yeah, I'm going to adapt him and get their 2/1, so let me just adapt him real quick while the 2/1's still in the graveyard. Or I could not be an idiot. That'd be nice. I suppose not, though. Like, you know... how am I gonna not be an idiot there? And just do the correct sequencing? That's asking way too much. So, I'm pre-flooded, and my hand is unplayable, except for 1 removal spell. Yeah, I'm keeping Gengar, and we're hoping for a Forest off the top. Forest in the first 2 draw steps. At least I put back the other green spell. Oh, let's get him killed, because I have no other plays this turn. And I'm not just going to sit here and hold up Withering Bloom. Wither and Bloom. Maybe they just have a bunch of creatures. Maybe they just run out the 2/3, pings me and has Unearth. No, they're going to kill my Lord of Bones. That's fair. Yeah? Not yet. I love how I had to highlight the Polluted Delta, so I did not know what it was. My brain's just like, why did that dual land come into play untapped? Oh, right. Fetches. Fetches are in the set. It's still color-coded to the mana it goes to grab. Oh! Oh, that is a huge one to get to eat here. Alright. So, we're going to kill that and exile it. Just go ahead and do that and get in for 2. Because that thing is a major problem later on. It is red mana to turn your guy into, like, a... like, whatever +2/+2 flying monstrosity on later turns. Alright, Forest would be super helpful here, not gonna lie. Would have been way better than drawing a 2-drop black creature. Well, begging and choosing and all that. Actually, do I want it untapped? I go to 15. I get to cast the Dryad and still adapt my guy. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Alright. Get my 3 life back. Next turn we can run out the Gargantua first if I want to try and force them to kill a larger creature before we run Shilgengar out. The only problem is that there's things they can have that would not kill Shilgengar, like a little Death Toucher on the ground. I can also put a counter on him to give him Menace again and use this thing to cast out my 3/3. Honestly, they only have 2 cards in their hand. It's very tempting to get Shilgengar down, but... Alright, fine. Let's get 4 more life. Just him, thanks. Yeah, when we play Shilgengar, we could have, like, sacked the other creatures if we wanted to. Oh, hey, that's a big old flying angry-ass dragon. And they get to kill my token, too. Opponent is extra a jerk. Alright, fine. Shilgengar it is. We will play out the land, because I eventually want to play this guy and adopt him and draw some cards and maybe do other stuff in a turn, so even though we could sack creatures to make blood tokens and filter out the land. Oh good, so now when that dies, they'll be able to get back their stupid bird. In the meantime, they could shrink Shilgengar for a turn or something? Attack for 5 in the air? I don't know. They're gonna shrink the Death Toucher? Sure. You did it. Good job, opponent. I'm proud of you. Alright. Shilgengar currently holding the ground. 3, 4, 5. We are 1 mana short because they killed my guy. Alright. Get him online then. I still 1,000,000% stand by killing the Phoenix, but I could really use a removal spell for this stupid Ophiomancer or the 5/5 flyer. Problem is, if I kill the 5/5 flyer, they get it back with the Junk Diver. If I kill the 3/3, they get to make the 5/5 and 8/8. Yeah, no, that's terrific. You do you, opponent. A little annoyed that I didn't play out my Slith, but it's kind of whatever at this point. Because now if I super want to, I can adapt my guy end of turn. And yeah, I think I do this for mana efficiency's sake. Alright, Dread Mask is a really good draw, because that's going to let me just rumble with them. Is there any reason not to do this now and to do anything else first? Not really. Alright, so in theory, if they don't do anything else that messes up my plans, I attack them with my 6/6. Oh, hey, they did have the 2/3. Okay. First I attack them with the 6/6. I can't imagine that they just trade the Death Toucher for it and take 5, but maybe they do. Molten Guy is 1 damage to me, right? Yeah. So we rumble for 6. Okay. Go to 9. They get to put 3 counters on one of their artifact creatures. I'm assuming either the dragon or the bird. It's fine. Equip this. Out my land. Play out the Slith. Now I have a 12/12 Trampler on the ground. You have to ping me for 1. I was more worried that they would get to, like, kill either him or possibly this thing with an artifact play afterwards. If they could ping me for... if they could ping a creature for 1. I didn't think they could, though, but... I already, like, jumped the gun with my other guy and adapted him too soon, so... Okay. That's fine. And they recast him, and I lose my 1/1 Slith. Most likely. Because I'm definitely trying to keep the Death Toucher here. Because once we get them down low enough, they won't be able to live through the Death Toucher picking up the mask and attacking them. In fact, they might not even live through this one attacking them, so... Definitely the 12. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'll put them to 3. They have no cards in hand. I'm wondering if I jam with Shilgengar also, but then they can just block with the dragon and pump the dragon to kill him. Yeah, I think we just rumble for the 12 first. Make them block with everything. To not be dead here. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They take 2, go to 7. And I get to put the mask on the Death Toucher. If they only block like this, they have no cards in hand. I was going to say we get to kill... we get to Last Breath their 3 toughness creature and kill them, so that would have been nice. So they can get back their other bird. That's fine. And we just give this to the Death Toucher. And pass. Because now they have to block with multiple creatures on the Death Toucher to not take lethal damage. So, if we killed the dragon first, and attacked with it in Shilgengar, they have to chump Shilgengar. So I think this kills them, barring the last card in their hand being something super relevant here. Like, if they just suddenly lose their dragon, they have no good blocks on any of my creatures, yeah. Okay. Can now finish no worse than with a 50-50 record. 3 wins and 3 losses. Hopefully we can do a little bit better than that. It's a little slow if we don't draw one of our 2 drops. It's not a great hand, but in best of 1, I think mulliganing this would also not be the strongest, so... Alright, at least they're off to a slightly slow start here. Nothing? Because they don't have the colorless necessary to get their other thing going. Let's attack them for 3 first, see if they do anything. This could, I was gonna say, this could be the energy counterspell, the Hope Ender Quaddle. Yeah, I think the drone's a little on the weak side here. And now they're, like, behind on board, and I have a Menace Dude. Alright. I ain't gonna argue. Alright, let's put Lethal on board. They haven't played Ugin's Unsealing or whatever. So it's not like they can hit the requisite thing and bounce all of my guys or anything, so we just put all the pressure we can onto the board. Yeah, I kept a questionable hand. Our opponent seems to have kept something infinitely worse, and we're just going to go for it. Like, they'd still have a blocker there. Right? Or no, maybe they don't. View battlefield. No, they don't have colorless mana. Never mind, they can't make the thing. I'm thinking that this thing's trigger was going to make them something, but they need a colorless mana to activate it. It's just getting its counter towards becoming the 8/8. Okay. Don't worry, I'll remember what every single card in this set does eventually. Spoiler season was weird because of all the leaks, so I feel like I did not get every card drilled into my head as readily as a normal spoiler season does, weirdly enough. Well, that has some of my most aggressive cards in it, and I'm going first. The only downside to this is if I don't play this out as a land, I will not be able to play this on turn 3 if I miss, but I'm going to assume that I'm going to hit rather than play one of my best removal spells as a land when I don't need to, and we hit, and we're good. Like I said before, I'm the best at Magic, even if I don't remember what my stuff does, and I'm also a complete idiot, and I have weird theories about what this thing sounds like when it screams at you. It's 4 to adapt. Okay, let's just jam for 2 then. And get a 3/3 down. I'm real. Oh, do they have what's its name? The destroy a multicolored spell? Null Elemental Blast? Like, what could they have possibly done to my Cursed Wombat there with green and colorless and no creatures in play? Red, green, and colorless and no creatures in play. Yeah, they can obliterate him from existence, but... Oh, good. We found my other black mana. Oh, let's jam for 5. Make them do stuff. Or die. I'm cool with either. Yeah, let's play the... yes. If they have Ral in the Implicit Maze, it doesn't kill either of my 3 toughness creatures naturally. They need other things on top of that. Also, I think Ral in the Implicit Maze is 5. I could be wrong. Super tempted to adapt my Wombat while they're tapped out. Try and push it out of range of certain removal spells, but... I think I'm going to wait and see what they do this turn. Because if they don't do anything this turn besides have an 0-1 blocker, then I don't super care. Alright, they have Ollie Raid. Or however you pronounce his name, I'm sorry. Invitational winner. Ollie, if I horribly butchered your name there. Yeah. I see no reason to let my guy get eaten by a burn spell here in and of itself. Like, make them do other stuff first, or make them pull the trigger that I can adapt in response. Yep, this is fine. They're not doing anything, and they're sacrificing their mana dork to save 3 damage. Seems good to me. The downside is Ollie can protect their creatures by sacrificing land, so like I can Wither and Bloom him, and they can sacrifice a land to save him, and if they don't, then I can kill their other creature that they're going to play this turn, but... That's, like, the best I can do with him in play. The upside is they're not doing anything with the lands that they have, so... 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I kind of want to try and kill him, because if they save him here, then they're losing a land, and they're not casting anything, so I don't think they can afford to lose a land here to save him. And if they don't save him, they can't save their other guys. So unless they kill my Wombat right now... Yep, that's what it was. They were sitting on a thing to kill the Wombat. Alright. That's fine. Get to hit for 4. Play my Vampire. That gives me 6 damage on board and 2 removal spells. So, I think we're good. I think we've got this one. Yeah, I still like killing Roddy, however you pronounce his name. Keep the opponent off of being able to save a larger creature here that would actually be a problem for me if they had one. Like, if they just play a large creature here that doesn't have any way to protect itself, then yeah, I'm just going to kill their creature and attack them for lethal now. They do have one green up. They might have the indestructible trick here. I can't hold up a black in order to activate him, if that's the case. There is minor temptation to just adapt him, hit them for 3, and then put the counter on him and hit them for 3 again. Yeah, I think I actually like that more. Well, hit them for 4 next turn if they don't play another creature out. If they do play another creature out, then I kill their other creature, they try and save it, and then they only have 2 creatures. Then we can figure out if the math favors me. That one might make a bunch of blockers now. Alright, I might be in trouble again. Ah, yes, another forest. Perfect. Yeah, let's do the more expensive one here. See if they save their guy with the 1 mana trick. Oh, hey, look, it was a 1 mana trick. What were the odds? It would go to 2. I would lose my 3/3 and my 3/2. That's not good enough. It'll be a little rough if they get, like, a decent-sized Eldrazi here. Because then they'll have the decent-sized Eldrazi. Or if they play a colorless spell that makes an 0/1 token, that's kind of annoying, too. Nah, that's still fine. It's not a creature. It being a creature was way more important to their game plan here than it being a colorless spell. You have another one. No? Okay, cool. We definitely attack with this one, because they have to chump it. We attack with this one, it kind of forces... Either forces the 3/2, the 2/2 to trade with it, which I'm okay with. Because then they don't have it on board to make more blockers on future turns. Unless they save their guy here, in which case that's going to be a little awkward, but... Alright, fine. You stop living, opponent? It's starting to get annoying. Your refusal to just accept death in a reasonable manner is growing tedious. If they kill the 3/3 and block the 1/1, we can bring it back stronger, so this is fine. Gives it 4 toughness? Sure. Go to 2. I get another 0/1. Oh, there are 2. There are 2, and I get another 0/1. Yep. Okay, made it to 4 wins. Hooray, made it to 5 wins. Wait, that was my 5th win? I thought I was playing for the 4th win. Okay, I'll be alright. Well, I have a math fail emote. Right, the last opponent with the wombat screams and what they sound like was the 4th win that I wasn't sure if I was going to get, so that was the 5th win. Well, we can't get any more, right? That would be asking way too much. We're already at an actual profit. Like, if the draft token was worth 1,500 gems, we're at 1,600 gems plus all the cards that we drafted and our prize pack, so... Ooh, we're playing against a bronze player that's having a decent run then, because they also have to be like 5-2 or thereabouts for that to work. Opponent goes first. Other than that, hand's good. Opponent's mulliganed at least once. I think twice now, because they were going first and they mulliganed again after I chose to keep. So it would have been on them to choose first. So they're going to 5 on the play, and I have a decent hand. That 5's going to need to be amazing. Alright, well. If their creatures are too expensive, this might just be turn 2 Slith. Try and get them. Ooh! Oh, that's disgusting, and I don't have a removal spell for it, and... yeah. Shoot. If anything was going to beat me on a Mold of 5, an Evasive Glyph Elemental might be it. Are they going to make the 1/1, first of all? They did, okay. That is correct. Oh, there's a Fell the Profane. Unfortunately, I really need to kill the enchantment, not necessarily the flyer, because they can just put the thing on it and make the Glyph Elemental fly, so that's not even a good answer to what's happening to me right now. Oh my god, we're going to lose to an opponent that mulled to 5 on the play. Because they have one of the more broken aggro creatures in the format. Like, better than my broken aggro creature in the format. Which is impressive, because the Slith gets really out of hand. If I could force it through, like, I could take counters off of their guy. And that'd be great here. So I have no creature tokens. But getting this guy online doesn't do a whole lot. This just Oozewag? So I can adapt it to a 6/6 and start attacking them? Probably. I need to kill them quickly before they start hitting their land drops and they can cast their bigger spells and their flyer becomes more of a threat than it already is. Which is pretty impressive. Like, that all of this has gone this wrong with them stuck on 2 lands and 5 cards. Good job, opponent. Hey. Yeah, they currently only have 5 power on board if they adapt their guy. Alright. Alright, let's see how they want to block first. If they want to block. They might chump with the 1/1 or something here. And just deal me a point of damage, which I'd be A-okay with. Alright, so we'll just have them take 4 then. Cast this out. Get the 2 guys. Play this. Evolve the 2 guys. And ship the turn back. I wonder if I'm gonna have to Fell the Profane like the Marionette Master or something, and just ignore their other things. Okay. Trade one of these for their 3/2. They gain 3 life, I take 2 damage. Or, yeah, 2 damage. One from their guy dying and one from the attack in the air. Alright. Oh, that just seems mean now. Goes to a 2/3. I can make more of them now. Yeah, if we win this game, it's gonna be because the opponent, like, bricked on land for literally ever. Yeah, if they want to trade their 2/2 for my 2/3 here, I think I'm okay with that. There's also some temptation to kill the Marionette Master here so I don't lose the extra life, but I think this is fine. We get such a huge tempo hit from knocking their creature out of the air for the turn if they start hitting land drops here, finally. And if they don't, I get to make an 0/1, and then evolve the 0/1s into 2/3s again. That's if I draw nothing. And they don't make me use my Fel the Profane here. Okay. Yeah, the only reason I'm going to win this game is because this poor opponent got so screwed on land. It's ridiculous. Like, if I kill the Marionette Master here, I get to attack with literally everything except for the 0/1, and yeah, it seems really bad for them. Alright, so we kill that. So they have no good blocks now. And we jam with everybody except that. And their options are to double block the 2/2s or double block the 1/1 Menace and stop it from growing. Yeah, we just kill the 1/1 token here because that's still only one body, and now it doesn't matter because they haven't had a chance to grow it at all, so... That's true, I can tap this for mana and sack it and play the Eldrazi. Alright. And evolve the token into a 2/3, yep. Because it's a cast trigger. I'm sorry, opponent. You did not deserve this. Game was very unkind to you. Like, if they had drawn a couple of lands earlier, they would have been doing so much better here. And they still would have gotten to play out all their spells. Like, if the 2 spells they didn't cast had been lands first and then spells later, their germ would have been huge, and I might have actually been up against it with the aerial pressure plus the life loss from the Marionette Apprentice. Well, that's just the last nail in the coffin, isn't it? So, shield counters do nothing against power and toughness loss. Give... yes, him trample. And jam with everybody. Yeah, they would have had a real chance of killing me there if we just swapped those 2 uncast spells out for lands earlier and let them actually develop out their board and grow their guy faster. I would have been in a lot of trouble that game with how fast their start would have been. But sometimes that happens to us, so we take the wins where we can get them. It's never a fun way to win a game of Magic, but there are actual prizes on the line, and if I can't always have a great draw and still lose when I lose, then sometimes the opponents can't have a great draw when they lose either. Or a fair and balanced draw that gives them a fighting chance of winning the game. Anyway, before they lose. Yeah, I'm on the play. I think at turn 3, Temperamental Oozewag is where I want to be at. Especially if that's going to be their turn too. Play out the Swamp first. Not that it super matters with the 1-2, but my removal spells are double black while only my largest spells are double green, so. Alright. I mean, I am still threatening to trample over that, so it's not like they just get to chump this here. Yeah, adapt it and play out one of the other creatures, I think. Just get my damage in. I think we go for this one because it's difficult to block if I need it to be. It's still, they're going to block with the 3-3 and the 0-1 anyway, so that's not really super helping, but I'm almost definitely casting Dreadmask next turn. Oh, now I might not. Like, I might just adapt this and play the Slith out and hit them for infinite damage here, basically. So definitely this one and this one. Do I offer the trade for the 1-2 Death Touch for either of their guys? Not yet, because I can still double spell this turn if I don't do that. Okay. So Menace, Trample, and Lifelink. So yeah, we just kill the 3-3. We go to 8. They do get a replacement blocker, so they do still have 2 creatures to double block with, but for my new Menace dude, I don't think there's really any way around that, so. Alright, do they hit a creature? They do. And it's the Nightblade. Does that just make me lose life? No, they do gain life off of it too. Alright. Right side is that was their last colorless source. So. Oh, we getting rowdy now. Yeah, okay. Cool. So I can guarantee hitting them down to 2, or down to 6 rather, and playing the Oozewag. Or I can just slam this thing first. Okay, offer the trade with their 2-2 here. It's fine. Yep, we get another counter. Play a 6-6, because they already used their Wasescape, and they don't currently have colorless, so. Oh, now they'll have colorless. They'll have colorless for days. We will actually kill that with my Wither and Bloom here, most likely, if given the opportunity. Because that will actually keep them off of their idle activations. Like, just trade the 6-6 for the 7-5. Hang on. So they're only going to have 5 power now? If I hit the... It's so bad, though, if I don't kill this thing. Yeah, alright, we're gonna go for it. If this is wrong and I get punished. But keeping the 6/6 is so huge here. Alright. The thing's 2 counters away from Doomsday, and we're slamming the Uzwag. Alright. Oh, that's one of the 2 counters that they need. Oh, hey, it's Soren. Hi, Soren. How are you?
A proper noble requires a proper feast.
Okay, Soren, calm down. Ooh. Ooh, that's rough. I do still want that. But yeah, getting rid of the token there is pretty big. Now they're attacking me. That's... bold. I guess the problem is that Soren has lifelink, so if I don't hold back a blocker, if I don't hold back the Death Touch blocker, they just get to block him. Okay. Let's draw the Dread Mask. Lose the Swamp. Alright, they might have stabilized here. I'm gonna need a removal spell pretty soon for their 6/6 at this, or their 8/8 at this rate. And now they have the, yeah, no, I just need a removal spell for their 8/8 now. Yeah, because the 8-power Menace dude's not going to be good enough here. 8-power Menace dude, 9-power Menace dude. Yeah, if I don't draw the removal... If I draw the removal spell next turn for the, for their potential 8/8 here... they might actually just have it online, though. I might be losing this game to an 8/8 Annihilator, plus all their other bodies, plus Soren. Because they're going to be able to gain the 2 more life necessary. Oh, well, they tapped it, so... Yep. They're going to flip Soren. Soren is equal the amount of life you gain this turn to any target. So, Soren might just kill me here now.
Run if you can, but I will catch you. Kneel before your betters.
Alright, so they're up to 11. That was not the removal spell I needed here. If I attack Soren, I'm just trading my 6/6... for the Wumpus. Alright, so I need to deploy bodies then. So I can afford to live through the 8/8 attacking me, because I'm going to have to block it with the Death Toucher if they don't have a removal spell for it. It's going to take them 2 turns to get a removal spell up for that. Do I just need to trade, because if I don't trade for the Wumpus now, Soren's gonna start becoming a problem. I need to pressure Soren also. I need to do a lot of things here, basically. So, let's pressure Soren. course, the issue here, because only the... Well, they can double block with the 2-2 and the 1-3 if they really wanted to, but yeah. Alright. Oh, it gets bigger based on the counters. Right, they're 1-1 counters. It's a 0-0. It's not just that it gets, like, Eldrazi counters and then becomes Ulamog's Crusher. It keeps growing after that, too. Yep, create a food token. So one goes up to 4.
A satisfying meal.
They're out of cards in their hand, though, so they can't really attack me with the 9-9. It's not going to do what they need it to, I don't think. I think that might have been my last turn to draw something relevant here to kill Sorin. Because now next turn they can just gain life and block him, so what I need to do is actually kill Sorin here. Which means the defenses are down on their 9-9. So I'm going to have to lose land to it. So I can chump it. Yeah, this isn't great. Upside is we are killing Sorin this turn, so...
Even this strength isn't enough!
Yep, I go to 9 now, so their 9-9 is lethal. So I'd need to lose the 2 forests when they attack with the 9-9 here, and chump with... I appreciate them attacking with other stuff. So we go forest, forest. Lock with the menace dude. Hope they have nothing. That's not nothing. And because they're locking that down, now I need Last Breath specifically, or Breathe Your Last. That's not Breathe Your Last. Yeah, I'm just dead now. Okay, they got it. We had to kill Sorin to save the Death Toucher, or the other blocking... Maybe we didn't have to kill Sorin because I grew the Death Toucher. Maybe that was a mistake. It's still going to be really hard to win this game through Sorin and the Eldrazi Annihilator here. Alright. I think we have to sack both of them. Block there. Gain 2 life back. Rip the removal spell, which we did not do. Yeah, okay, that's gonna do it. Because... Actually, no, that's not quite it yet, is it? Oh, no, it is, because I can't adapt him also. So what I have to do is lose the Dread Mask and a land. Oh. Yeah, no, we're good now. Never mind. Never mind. I already couldn't kill him. I definitely cannot kill him after trading my only Death Toucher for that one and most of my land, so... I was going to say, we'll have to lose the Dread Mask and a land and trade the 1-1 Death Toucher for the Annihilator guy and still take a ton of damage, but yeah. Nope. Could not win that game. I don't know, I might have been able to win it if I had played slightly differently at earlier points, but the way I played it up until that point, yeah, they just... I needed to top deck a removal spell for the Annihilator before it killed all of my lands, and I might have stood a chance. Because we could have put a lot of pressure on them and then their guy would have shown up and gained them a ton of life, but we still would have had the Death Toucher on board at that point, so... Oh well, we tried. That's the important thing anyway. I think I call it there for right now. Like, we had a really good game, like, really good run, at least. So, we can end it on a high note. I might be back on drafting later. I might do some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But we'll do something else later. But for right now, that's going to do it for me. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.